Welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry, and that there's Tom.
Yep.
Well guys, it's that time of year again. Even though it feels like summer today, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
This weather is crazy, man. Except for at nighttime, it's getting kind of cool at nighttime. But it's that time of year that I really don't like that much. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it because I know what's coming after this. But anyway, it's time to close out the pool. So that'll be happening, but not yet. That's probably another week or two. Actually, maybe even this weekend I'll probably be doing it. Just because nobody's going in it. You going in it, Tom?
It's getting too chilly at night and there's nobody going in it.
I take that as a no?
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, but you didn't listen to my question. I said, are you going in it, Tom?
Oh. Well, no, I started talking and then you asked me the question.
No, I'm pretty sure I asked the question.
No, I started talking because I was agreeing with you and then you started asking the question and now you're talking over me again.
Anyway, but the main thing is today, it's time to open the hot tub up. Right? Now, today's warm, but it's been getting cool enough at nighttime. Like last night, I think it went down to 50s. And there was one night that was in the 40s. So these are good hot tub weather evenings. So I want to show you how I get my hot tub started up. First of all, I had to clean and vacuum everything out of here because everything was covered. And if you can see, looks like the cushions got all stained up and ruined.
Yeah.
From obviously water's been dripping down on here, probably from condensation underneath, and it dripped on here. But I told my wife I'd like to just get rid of all this furniture. I mean, you don't use it. We don't use it at all.
We don't hang out in the gazebo like ever.
Right. So, and the cushions themselves, unless you're putting them away, because we have to leave the screens open, because if we don't leave the screens open, then it ruins the other curtains.
Right.
So water's coming in and it's getting on there. So anyway, I told her, I said, let's get rid of it. We'll keep this chair and the one chair that's up on the pool deck, which is from this set. We'll bring that back down here. We'll leave this table here, so we'll just get rid of that and throw that away. Because these have cushions that are in here. So and they're still good. So we have them there.
So you're not getting rid of all the furniture. You're just getting rid of the
we'll
big
just have
couch.
Two seats. It'll open up a lot more in here. You know.
Yeah.
So my first step that I did was I vacuumed all out of here.
Well, first it was take the cover off, right?
Well, yeah, and we put it out there to dry because it was still saturated with water and stuff.
Yeah, so, how dry did you get it, by the way?
One side seemed like it dried really good. The other side did not.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's interesting. It's not like we had it folded.
No, right. It was wide open, but for some reason one side was dry and the other side wasn't, and I don't understand that. But yeah, so one of the first steps that you do, guys, is make sure that this is all ready to go itself. And then you get your new filter and you just lay it down in here. And I have my my 3 tablets of bromine, because that's what you put in here, 3 tablets, and I'm just going to sit that down there, put the hose in here, and I can turn the hose on. And it probably takes an hour, maybe 2 hours to fill this up, even if that. And you want to get it, if you can get over here, Tom.
I don't know, there's a wasp over there, I think, on the...
Where?
At the top of the screen.
Oh, I see him. Yeah. Alright, we'll get over there then. So just so you can show this right here. You want to go to your highest thing, which would be this, right? Like, in other words, if it was one of these, it would be these, jets, or... This is like more of the controlling one. This controls which jets and everything. But this is an intake. So you want to make sure that you get this to the right. The water has to be above this, right? Now there's 2 jets here, but you don't have to get above them, because then you'd be all the way up here. You wanted it an inch above your highest one, which is this one. If you look at all these around here, this is the highest one. And it's very easy. So what I always go by is my first crease in my digit. That's an inch. So I wait until the water gets up to there, and then it's filled. And then I can put the chemicals in. But for now, I'm just going to turn the hose on. We'll wait till it fills up, and then I'll show you the chemicals that I put in. However, before I even did that, I vacuumed everything in here. Like everything. I vacuumed even the fan.
Really?
Yeah, because I
believe it.
You don't want to turn that fan on when you're in the hot tub and all kinds of dirt just flies over on you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I even got most of the stuff out of the screen up there, which was a pain in the butt.
I imagine it was.
But yeah, so we're all set. I'm gonna have to get that wasp out of here.
I agree.
Maybe I should get them now. You go one way and I'll go the other, okay? I'm just kidding. Guys, we'll turn the camera back on when we have the hot tub filled up to the thing and we're ready to put the chemicals in. So the water is only this high so far, as you can see. Not very high. But what I wanted to show you is, when you get your filter and you see how it's floating around, you could start actually putting it underwater like that, because you want this filter to actually be all the air out of it, so that the air isn't getting into your pump.
All saturated?
Yeah, and so, well, when you do this, right, see the air that comes out of that, right? Can you see the bubbles? Yeah. Okay, so if you do that and get all this air out, and I'll wait till it's higher and I'll even get it further, it's going to be going in there. And if it's filled with air, what'll happen is air will get in your system and your pump. Then you got to bleed the air out of your pump. But if you get all the air out of there all before that, chances are you probably won't have to bleed your pump. Because bleeding your pump is going to be a pain in the neck, because you're going to have to take your panels off. I've never had to bleed the air out of my pump yet, because I do it like this. Like I said, so you're just going to keep doing that until it's like almost completely underwater, which you can see it's getting there. And then just let it sit in there until it gets higher, so it'll be actually easier to put under there. And then when you put it there, you're not going to put it in there until that water gets above that. So the water
or else water would come out of the filter.
You want this to be filled up with water. So you're going to wait till it's there, and then you're only going to have a couple inches. You can almost see the line that's on here. I should have cleaned that all off. Of where it's going to be. Somewhere's up in there. So it'll be up in here. But as soon as this thing is all the way filled with water, you can put that filter in there and then continue. The whole time, you don't ever have to turn your hose off. You just let it keep going. It's funny, it's about 300 gallons that's going to fill this. So once this gets filled here, then it gets into here. It's going to take a little bit longer to start going up, because it'll be a lot bigger of an area.
Yep.
So yeah.
Larger volume.
So like I said, that's what you do. Make sure, guys, when you're doing all this, that your hot tub is unplugged.
Smart. Because
the way it works is that it'll start heating water. The water heats when it starts circulating, and that's only going to happen when it's plugged in.
Right.
It's not going to happen if it's not plugged in. So you wait to plug it in until the last thing, after it's, like I said, an inch above this.
Yep.
So in the meantime, you know, you got some time to kill. There's an hour or so. You can, as you can see, start smoking some. And it's up to you what you want to smoke. So it's almost to the point. We got about, what, 2 inches, 3 inches to go, right? But anyway, if you could get a shot of the filter, it was over here. Now it moves over here. Can you see it?
Now I can.
All right.
The reflection from the window.
Guys, the reason why it's all the way under now is because I put my, oh man, it's cold. So I put it held it like this to get the rest of the air bubbles out. So I'm going to put this over here now, because I want to get it closer to where I'm going to. I get it from that side. It's easier for me because there's a little platform for me to stand on here. So let me just put it like this, and I'm going to put it in this right here, just to leave it there so I can grab it from there to put it. Hey, you're not supposed to do that. Alright, you can just sit like that thing. Alright, anyway, so the water is freezing cold. Would you like to touch it, Tom?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is cold.
I think generally water comes out of the ground around 55, 56, 54, somewhere's in the 50s.
Somewhere like mid-50s.
It's kind of cool how it's always, that's just how it always is with water in the ground, isn't it?
Well, yes, if it's mid-50s, that would be cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and you figure the hot tub, I think we have it set for, I'm trying to think what we have it set for. It's 1 something. Yeah, it's right around 100 degrees. I'll just say that. So we have to, this thing has to warm it up all the way to there. It takes generally, I think, about 3 days for it to get warm enough that we can go in it. So today, yeah, 2 to 3 days, yeah. So by the weekend, sometime this weekend, I'll be able to probably go in there. But anyway, yeah, as you can see, you can actually watch it raise up. We only got a little bit further to go. and then I can put this in. But that's all I can do, is put this in right now. Well, not right now, when the water gets to that level. And then I gotta wait for it to finish the rest of the way. And then we're set. So as soon as it gets to there, Tom, turn the camera back on, and I'll show you me putting the filter in.
All right.
All right, so now the water's up to here. It's not over this yet, but it's pretty close to it. But this is filled up with water, as you can see. So you spin this off, and the old one's already out of here. So I'm gonna take this out. And as you can see, that's filled up. Plus, guys, you might wonder, well, why don't you just take a filter and then put it in there and all the air will come out? Yeah, it will. But you want all the air out before you get it filled up, and it's not going to take as you know, that didn't take long at all, did it, Tom? When Tom first came out, it was like this far below this edge. So it goes to show you it doesn't take that long, and you don't want air in that filter. Right. So now I take it like this, take it out real fast, put it back in there. And then there's a little round thing in there, so I got to push it down onto that. Then I take this, and as you can see, there's 2 flat spots in there. So you got to put this in, so the flat spots go underneath that lip, and then you turn it a little bit like that. It locks in place like that. Put this cap back on. That's all there is to it.
All right, and now you're waiting for it to go to the appropriate level?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be to this first joint right here, above this, and then we'll be set to put the chemicals in and plug it in and get it to the right program for it, and then just wait a couple days for it to heat up. Finally. So, Tom, come over here for a second, over there.
When you say come over here...
When I say here, I want the camera on me.
When you say here, though...
So here you go, guys. See there? Right up to that joint, right there.
There you go.
An inch. Alright, so I can take the hose out now. I already turned it off. I gotta pee now. Alright, so there, we have that done. So now I want to go out and plug in the hot tub.
And you want to get that bug out of it first?
Where the heck he come from? I don't know where he went. Where'd he come from?
I don't know.
All right, let me turn on the or plug this thing in. Actually, I can unplug this now because this was my what I used for the vacuum cleaner earlier.
Ah.
See, as you can see on this one, guys, I don't know how good you can see through there, but I had to splice this one together. Remember, this is the one that I ran over with the rototiller?
Oh, it was this one.
Yeah. But you know what? I remember seeing a thing about creation. Remember what we used to go to, Tom?
I remember.
Yeah, so they said that what they do, and it's funny because it's a Christian thing, but to stop people from stealing your extension cords, you just wrap electrical tape in various spots so that people think it's damaged and then they won't take it. They won't steal it.
That's smart.
Very smart idea. All right, so now I gotta reach under here because that's where the plug is. And as you can see, this has a GFCI on it. State test reset.
Yep.
On there. Let me get all the dust off of this first before I plug it in. And this I have in a separate line. This one goes in the bottom.
That's smart.
Yeah, because it's on its own breaker. And then plug it in. And then push reset. The panel should have lit up.
And when I heard it click.
Okay.
Yeah, panel's lit up.
Okay. So now the first things I want to do is I want to get it to the mode that I want, which is SE, standard operating mode. So you push cool, light, cool, light, and then it's SE. We have it set for 102, guys.
That's hot.
So there you go. Now this is the heater working right now. That's what's going on. This will constantly do this until it gets up to temperature, right?
Okay.
So now I can start putting my chemicals in. My chemicals, first of all, even though there's bromine tablets in that thing, I still have to, because there's no bromine in this thing whatsoever, it would take a long time for that, you're going to sanitize it. It's about 4 teaspoons, but I just judge it. Because I'm going to test it before I ever get in it and adjust the chemicals.
Right.
So let me just put a little bit more in there. I don't want to put too much bromine in there because when you put too much bromine in there, then all of a sudden, when you get the jets going, you're breathing in.
Yep, they start coughing, it's just a bad time.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn the pump on, make sure that they're working. There we go.
I think they're working.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in there because you want the pumps to be going while you put that in there.
Makes sense. Get it circulated.
So the next thing is the alkalinity increaser, because I know I'm going to need that because I know how our water is here. So all I do for right now, oops. Oh.
All that?
Yeah, I put a capful in there.
That's fair enough.
And clean off the mess that I made. Like that. Okay, there's the alkalinity. And also, I need hardness increaser. Because we have, our water isn't hard because we have a softener system.
Makes sense.
So on that, I put 2 capfuls in here. And again, guys, this is just my starting up mode. I will, before anybody gets in this, I will be retesting that with my test strips are right there, over there. So now I can put all these away. And as you can see, I have an extra filter here for when I'm done with this, for when I start it up next year. I always buy 2 filters at a time.
That's smart.
This will go in here. Let me get the rest of this. I got that powder everywhere, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Probably when you went and just blew at it.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too smart, was it?
Not particularly.
Oh, shut up. All right, there we go, guys. My hot tub is set. I can put the lid on now, and in a few days it'll get up to temperature and I'll be able to go into it. So I hope you appreciated this little video. It's not very hard to take care of. I've had to fix this thing several times.
Yes, you have.
And they're not really that hard to fix as long as there's nothing major wrong with it, you know?
Right.
I put a new pump in, I put 2 new heaters in, twice I put the heaters in, and I had to fix some plumbing this year. But other than that, how long we had it? 8 years? 7 years?
Something like that.
Yeah. I love this thing and I can't wait to get in it. Of course it's a little hot out today, but this evening wouldn't be bad, but it's going to be too cold. So until next time, wait a second. Until next time, grab yourself something cold to drink, put your feet up and relax. I'll meet you at the lounge, probably doing another project. Oh, I know, it'll be closing up my pool. I'm sad now.